We're going to start this off with the reading of the law. Let's go to Exodus 20. Start this off in Exodus 20 and verse 1. Exodus 20 and verse 1. Exodus 20 and verse 1. Go ahead, my brother, read.
And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, nor any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land, which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Now, those are the reading of the commandments. You know, Moses got those commandments first, then he threw them down and broke them, didn't he? And the Lord said, come back up here and do it again, didn't he? So we finna read the commandments again then, right? No, we not. Go to Ecclesiastes 12. Go to Ecclesiastes 12. You already know what you're getting today, so don't try it. Ecclesiastes 12. I ain't coming this far to play with y'all. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. No, you're not. He a stranger. No, I'm not. Ecclesiastes 12. 13 and 14. Go ahead, brother.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Some duty.
The whole duty of
Part
man.
of the duty.
The whole duty of man.
Go ahead.
For God shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
What you mean, secret thing? What you mean? When I'm by myself, I'm not by myself? No, you're not. You understand? Yeah. Every what? Secret thing, bruh.
That's right.
So I'm gonna wait till you finish all that. When you get comfortable, you let me know.
I'm ready.
I'm deaf on my reader. I be smashing my readers. So you don't know what you into. Revelation 22 and 14.
Let's get it.
Revelation 22 and 14, brothers and sisters. Revelation 22 verses 14 and 15. Go ahead, bro.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life.
Blessed are they that what?
Do his commandments.
That's an action word.
That's right.
You got to do something. You can't be sitting in the house talking about I'm blessed. You got to get up and do something. You understand? Read, Doc.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city.
Because what's out of the city, brother? Read.
For without a dog,
what
and
else?
sorcerers, and whoremongers, and murderers, and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
You run together, I'm going to get all y'all together. Look, thank you for the reading of the commandments, brother.
Amen.
We read those every Sabbath in case you got to leave early. You understand? Who got to go? You got it. You're responsible for yourself. Now, my name is Brother Jesse. My reader is Brother Donnell. Look, and today's lesson is the origin of the Negro. Now, you may be thinking, I know my history. Okay, you got your truth. Okay, you got it. But my question is, can you handle the Bible truth? See, if you can handle the Bible truth, now we talking. Because the Bible truth deals with everything. You, the people that did it, the people the Lord chose to do it, and who actually did it. You understand? So now we're going to see the very beginning of the people they call what? Negroes. And see how their life is parallel with somebody else in this book. But in this book, they don't call people Negroes. But we got to look to be sure. Is the word Negro in the book? That's what we want to know, right? But before we get into the book, we're going to read something from Wikipedia. Can you do that for me, brother? You can do this if you want. On Wikipedia, we looked up the word Negro. We're finna read some things. Because we're dealing with origin, okay? The beginning. Read, brother.
Negro.
Go ahead.
Negro. In the English language, the term Negro, or sometimes Negress for a female, is a term historically used to refer to people of black African heritage.
Of what?
Black African heritage. The term,
Go ahead.
the term,
So now we're Negro and African. Go ahead.
The term Negro means the color black in Spanish and Portuguese.
So in Spanish and Portuguese, the word Negro mean what?
Black.
Just so we can get facts, right? It's a color, right? Go ahead.
From Latin niger, where English took it from. The term can be viewed as offensive, inoffensive, or completely neutral, largely depending on the region or country where it is used.
So if I call you a Negro in Baltimore, you're not insulted. Because you've like, oh, thank you. We so stupid. I'm sorry. We're so ill-informed, they can insult us and we'll thank them. That's because you don't know who you really are. So I can call you anything. I can call you African. You'll be like, well, thank you. I'm pure. No, you're not. Read, Doc. Was that it?
As well as the time period and context in which is it applied. It has various equivalents in other languages in Europe. Around 1442, the Portuguese first arrived in southern Africa while trying to find a sea route to India. The term Negro literally means black, was used by the Spanish and Portuguese as a simple description to refer to the Bantu peoples that they encountered. Negro denotes black in Spanish and Portuguese, derived from the Latin Niger.
Not what?
Niger.
Spell that for me.
Niger.
Y'all ready? Oh, you know what? Hope you got some understanding. Let's just go. Because this is going to be hard for y'all to handle, man. From what? N-I-G what?
E-R.
Go ahead.
Meaning black.
Meaning what?
Meaning black.
If you add another G, we ain't even talking, are we? Now, if I said it, y'all be good with it. But if somebody else said, you're not good with it. Right? That's just how confused we are as a people. Nobody should be able to use it. But we've taken the term, just like, we hard-headed people, and we're going to find this out in the lesson. We've taken an insult and turned it into a term of endearment. Haven't we? And you know what? I'm a hypocrite if I say I don't use it. Because I use it every day of the week. It's part of my vocabulary. And look, I don't use it at work. But I'm retired now. But anyway, y'all don't use it at work. Right? But when we in the house, when we partying, it's a term of endearment. But if the wrong person said, the music stopped. Right? Now we on track. Was that it, brother?
Last part. Which itself is probably from a Proto-Indo language.
Thank you, brother.
That's it.
And don't get no attitude with me, because I can tell you ain't taking much. So, whatever your truth is, I get it. I really do. I'm 62 years old, and I'm from Chicago. On my birth certificate, it has the word colored. Some people have on their birth certificate black. Some people have Negro. Now, I'm 62, and I'm sure mine says colored. If you're older than that, ain't no telling what they called you. but that's just the way it is in this land. So what I did was I'm touching things that you can touch and feel, that you can prove right now today. Go look at your birth certificate and see what they have you listed as. So that is not like other birth certificates. If one is from Germany, he's German. Italian, he's Italian. Right? Mm-hmm. And so on and so on. If you're from Africa, you're from Nigeria, whatever, you are called, you have names associated with that, right? But we have names that we've gotten from captivity. That's why, my name is Jesse O'Neill, right? Do I look Irish? That means that's not my real name. That's the name that I was given. And if I want some benefits, I need that Social Security number to go with that name so I can get a few benefits before I die. That's the way they got the system set up, right? But we just born in the system. So whatever your truth is, it is. But what I'm going to do is lay out some stats for you. In Baltimore is 30% black. 70% make up the prisons. 30% Baltimore, 70% we make up the prisons. One of the highest in abortion. Women getting rid of their children. And men playing a part in that. Lowest in education. These are stats. And the highest in unemployment. Now, these are actual facts that you can go and pull up. Is something wrong with us as a people? Or is there a bigger picture? A bigger thing at play? We're going to get into the book and show you ain't nothing you could do about this situation but return back to your God. It ain't no way you can go. You can go to the beach or the pier as much as you want. It ain't going to change your situation. Because again, if you rich, it ain't going to change your situation. Because you looking at all us poor. Ain't nothing pleasurable about that. You looking at your whole nation poor and you rich.
Yep.
So it's a problem. And I come to Baltimore to show y'all what it is. Right? Let's go to 1 Chronicles. 1 Chronicles. Pick it up at verse 1. Let's see if the word Negro in the Bible. I'm going to need you to read, brother. And if you mess up, you start over. Y'all be here all day. 1 Chronicles 1 and 4. 1 Chronicles 1 and 4. Go ahead, brother.
Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Go ahead.
The sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai, and Javan, and Tubal, and Meshach, and Tyrus.
Skip down to 24.
Shem, Arphaxad, Selah.
Go ahead.
Eber, Peleg, Reu, Serug, Nahor, Terah. Abram, the name is Abraham. The sons of Abraham, Isaac and Ishmael.
So, do you see the word Negro anywhere in there so far?
Not yet.
Because these are Shemitic people. Shem, that's who we're from. We're Shemitic, right? So far you don't see Negro anywhere.
Not yet.
Read.
These are the generations, the firstborn of Ishmael, Neboath, and Kedar, and Adbeel, and Absam, Ashma, and Duma, Massa, and Hadad, and Tema.
So these are what we call Arabs today. They Shemitic too, because they Abraham's son, Ishmael and Isaac. So we brothers with the Arabs, right? But they don't know that because they've been through with you. Read.
Jetur, Naphish, and Kedma. These are the sons of Ishmael.
The sons of who?
Ishmael.
Ishmael. Go ahead.
Now the sons of Keturah, Abraham's concubine.
This was Abraham's concubine. That his wife said, go ahead, read.
She bare him Zimran,
Uh-huh.
and Jokshan,
Uh-huh.
and Medan,
Uh-huh.
and Midian, and Ishbak, and Shua. And the sons of Jokshan, Sheba, and Dedan.
And who?
And Dedan.
Go. Still no Negro, right? Nowhere in there, right?
Not yet.
Go ahead.
And the sons of Midian, Ephah, and Epher, and Henoch, and Abdi, and Eldilah. All these the sons of Keturah.
Start over, because I told you. I told you, man. Eldai. No, you right, brother. Praise the Lord. Go ahead.
And Abraham begat Isaac.
Uh-huh.
The sons of Isaac, Esau, and Israel.
Still no Negro nowhere. Right?
That's right.
So we are a people, but we not Negroes. You understand? The book don't say that anywhere. Right? Now, Ecclesiastes 1. Before we really get into this, you need to deal with this first. Ecclesiastes 1 and 18. Anytime you open this book, who'd have thought this is the effect you would get once you start reading? Right? Read, Doc. If you can't find it, we starting over. And blame him. Y'all see what he doing playing with y'all freedom? Ecclesiastes 1 and 18. Go ahead.
For in much wisdom is much grief.
Who'd have thought that? The smarter you get, the sadder you get. And with this, you're going to get awfully sad. Read, Doc.
And he that increaseth knowledge increases sorrow.
Get ready for it. You're not going to leave here smiling, patting each other on the back today. It ain't happening. If you do, you numb to this message. This is serious stuff right here. We got a problem. And we ain't in Houston. We got a real problem among us as people. It's time for us to have a family meeting. Because when you have a family meeting, it's dealing with what? Your family. And we got to fix us before we can fix ourselves. Fix anybody in the world. We got to fix us. Matter of fact, it's our fault the whole world is out of course. So how are we going to do this? One thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the truth first. So let's look at the state of Israel today. Isaiah 28. Let's take a look at us today. Take a look at Israel. I'm saying Israel because it runs parallel with Negro. You're going to find that out. All the experiences and everything the Lord said going to happen, happened to this people. You are defined by your struggle and your condition. That's how we can find you today. Your condition indicates who you are. Isaiah 28. And this ain't about racism. This family business. If you don't want to listen to the family business, you know what to do. Because this strictly family business. You can't take care of your business, ain't nothing being taken care of. Isaiah 28:1. Read, brother.
Woe to the crown of pride, to the drunkards of Ephraim.
To the who?
The drunkards of Ephraim.
Who you calling drunk? He talking about the whole nation of Israel. Call us drunk. Read.
Whose glorious beauty is a fading flower, which are on the head of the fat valleys of them that are overcome with wine.
Go ahead.
Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which is a tempest of hail and of a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing shall cast down to the earth with the hand.
Go ahead.
The crown of pride, the drunkards of Ephraim, shall be trodden under
The
feet.
Lord warning them. He's saying, look, man, I'm finna do y'all boys. You ain't been listening to me. You think you still look good, but you don't. You drunk. You know how it is. You think you still fine, but you ain't. You got on old clothes, but the clothes done changed. You out of touch. Israel out of touch. He called them a fading flower. You see what I mean? You still think you fine, but you not. Read, Doc.
And the glorious beauty, which is on the head of the fat valleys, shall be a fading flower. And as the hasty fruit before the summer, which when he had looked upon it seeth, while it is yet in the hand, he eateth it up.
Go ahead.
In that day shall the Lord of hosts be for a crown of glory, and for a diadem of beauty unto the residue of his people.
Until the what?
The residue.
Residue is what's left over.
That's right.
All the ones that don't kill. Because I'm going to kill a lot. This is when he getting ready to go in Jerusalem and destroy it. But they didn't believe it. Just like some of us here don't believe the Lord coming back to deal with this. We didn't believe it when we was in Jerusalem. Read, Doc.
And for a spirit of judgment to him that sitteth in judgment. And for strength to him that turneth the battle to the gate.
But what?
But they also have erred through wine, and through strong drink are out of the way.
Man, ain't no... Look, read, brother.
The priest and the prophet have erred through strong drink.
If you ain't got the priest and the prophet, if they both drunk, what you got? Nothing.
Right.
Read, Doc.
They are swallowed up of wine. They are out of the way through strong drink. They err in vision. They stumble in judgment.
They err in what?
In vision.
And stumble in what?
In judgment.
We can't make a good decision for nothing. Look at us as a people. Can't get together to do nothing. Not even play cards. We gonna start fighting. Read, brother.
For all tables are full of vomit.
Some tables.
All tables.
Wait a minute, brother. What it say?
All tables are full of vomit and filthiness, so that there is no place clean.
All tables.
All tables.
That means your table. That means your table. That means your table. All tables are filthy. That's what the books say. They got false doctrine on the table, and we eating it up. Read, bruh.
Whom shall he teach knowledge?
Whom shall I what?
Teach knowledge.
Go ahead.
And whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
Who?
Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
That sounds like that's the way you learn this word, right?
That's right. That's right.
Read, 10.
For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
Look, that's how you study the word. But some people get the word and they use it the wrong way. Some people get this word to save themselves. Read, Doc.
For with stammering lip and another tongue will he speak to this people.
Why did he say that? Because I'm going to have to scatter y'all after I destroy Jerusalem. I'm going to scatter y'all all around the world. He's telling them right here. Right. I'm going to talk to y'all in another language because you don't understand in Hebrew. Don't they say you got to speak Hebrew? No. When we spoke it, we didn't understand what the Lord was saying. Now we got English, they say you got to learn Hebrew. Learn in the land of your captivity what the Bible's saying. It's in English, right? Learn this thing. Read, Doc.
To whom he said, this is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest. And this is the refreshing, yet they would not hear.
The Lord say, I told y'all to tell the people to rest on my Sabbath and 1,000 years of rest. You all are the priests. You're supposed to be teaching the people that, but we wouldn't teach them. We never kept the Sabbath. I can read that to you in Leviticus. I know some of y'all think we kept it sometime. No, we didn't. We never kept it. Who broke it this morning? Who broke it last night? Songs going down, y'all was looking at it. At the stove. We wait till the last minute every time. Right?
That's right.
And if I got smokers in there, I know what you were doing. Because you scared of the Lord. You are fearful. You smoke them cigarettes or whatever to that song up, put it up. See you after the Sabbath. Don't rush it out either. So, where you at?
That was the end of verse 12.
Read.
But the word of the Lord was unto them precept upon precept.
Now the word unto these cats was what?
Precept upon precept.
And what else?
Precept upon precept.
What else?
Line upon line. Line upon line. Here a little and there a little.
Now look, they got it the same way we got it, right? But look what's going to happen to them with this word. Go.
That they might go.
That may go what?
And fall back. And be broken. And snared and taken.
See, some cats use this word for the wrong reason. It's a trap to them. But for cats who want to really put that thing down, the Lord will be with you. But if you use this word for your own selfish reasons, it's a trap to you. You understand? You got to teach it on the line and give it to the people the way you get it. You understand? You can't add none to it or take it away. Right? Was that it?
That was verse 13.
Go ahead, brother.
Wherefore hear the word of the Lord, ye scornful men that rule this people, which is in Jerusalem.
See, they in Jerusalem right now. In the leadership, they not listening to God. What'd he say?
Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we in agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us.
They was like, if they come in the 70 AD, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't talking about they gonna break down the wall. That ain't gonna happen to us. They inside the city saying this not gonna happen. They saying the Lord ain't gonna let this happen to us, right?
That's right.
Read.
For we have made lies our refuge.
We have made lies our what?
Our refuge.
That's when you believe in a lie. Go ahead.
And under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
And you believe in a whole slew of lies, right?
That's right.
You have made falsehood. You hiding under falsehood, right? 16, what does it say?
Therefore thus saith the Lord God, behold, I lay in Zion a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste.
If you made lies your refuge, he said, here's Jesus. Don't believe in what you believe in. Believe on Jesus. Don't trust in these men in Jerusalem. Like they tell you, the Lord ain't going to, you always going to be, the Lord ain't coming to get us. Ain't going to be no great tribulation. Keep thinking that. See, you supposed to be knowledgeable enough to know this coming to an end. It's almost at an end now. And when it's over with, it's over with, right? So here's Jesus, 17.
Judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet. And the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the water shall overflow the hidden place.
Now they're in Jerusalem. They done invested in this lie. What it say?
And your covenant with death shall be disannulled. And your agreement with hell shall not stand.
This our forefathers. Go ahead.
When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, ye shall be trodden down by it.
They still didn't think it would happen. Read.
From the time that it goeth forth,
From the time that you go into captivity, go ahead.
it shall take you. From morning by morning shall it pass over, by day and by night.
And it shall what?
And it shall be a vexation only to understand the report.
How is it going to feel when you in the land of your captivity? Read.
For the bed is shorter than that a man can stretch himself on it, and the covering narrow than that he can wrap himself in it.
If you've been to jail, you know what this feel like. Your bed too little and your blanket too little.
That's right.
You not comfortable. That's how you feel here when you got this knowledge. Once you got the knowledge, it's a what? Vexation to understand the report, because you really know what's going on. You looking at your people suffer and they think they're not suffering. Right? You're looking at people rule over us who don't even care about you. But you ain't even registering what is going on. Nothing's making you ask questions like, what's wrong with us? Why is this happening? Why do they treat us like this? We are not asking questions, and when you go to church, they don't tell you nothing about it. Church tell you, I'm having a donation at 1, I'm having another donation at 10. And if you really want some money, give me a third donation. We don't pass no bucket. Right? We educate you in this word so you'll know how to deal with your God. You understand? Read, brother. Was that it?
That was the end of verse 20.
So, you got to understand the report. The report is Israel done went into captivity. Right? That's the report. And it makes me angry because I know what's going on now. and I can't blame nobody. I like playing the victim. Boy, I love to blame people. The white man doing it. Man, I love that. I always had an excuse. Slavery. Why you still in slavery? Why you firing me? Slavery. You still read everything. I'm playing the victim. But when I opened up that book, couldn't do it. It told you a whole nother story, right? Where you at, brother?
That was the end of verse 20.
Let's go to Exodus 4. You love playing the victim. They did this to us. Boy, when you get the truth, you can't blame nobody. And then he gonna come and take Christmas from me. I'm like, huh? What's wrong with Christmas? It's pagan. Whoa, I didn't know that. I thought it was Jesus' birthday. I thought I was doing good. They came and showed me Jeremiah. Oh, man. I'm really blowing it. Right? Exodus 4 and 22, brother. Mm-hmm. What did it say?
And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh.
Now, look. He had to tell Pharaoh who he was dealing with, right? Mm-hmm. What did it say, brothers? 4 and 22.
Thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn.
So Israel is his son, his firstborn. That means the Negro is his son, his firstborn. Y'all didn't know that, did you? That's how important y'all are in this thing. You very important to God, but we don't know it. That's why we act in the way we act. Right? Where you at, bro?
That was the end of verse 22.
Look, the Lord chose these people that he got out of Egypt, right? They had no king. He pulled it out. He made a nation within a nation. That's why they call us African. Because he built us amongst the Africans. We look like Egyptians, but we not. That's why they call us African American. They don't know who to call us because how the Lord brought us forth, right? But why did the Lord bring us forth, right? Let's go to Exodus 19. What did the Lord want us to do? Exodus 19 and 6. Exodus 19 and 6. What does it say?
And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation.
A kingdom of kings.
Kingdom of priests.
I thought they said we were African kings. That's what they told me. In Chicago, you're African king. Really? I thought I was. I just didn't have a kingdom. I'm like, man, how am I a king with no kingdom? I must be a broke king. Right? So, you shall be a kingdom of priests, what?
And an holy nation.
What?
And these are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
So these people were supposed to be a kingdom of priests. What do priests do? They go and teach the other nations. Mm-hmm. The whole nation, even the women, were priests. Teach this word. That's all these people were selected to do. Teach, not rule over people. Just teach them how to connect with God.
That's right.
But we couldn't do that, right? Mm-hmm. That was too much power for us. Couldn't do it, right? Was that it? So we say you're a kingdom of priests. But who sent these people into slavery, right? Who did it? And why can't the Negro change the situation, right? Isaiah 14. We'll change it if we could because we some marching people. We march and we sing, don't we? That's what we do all the time and nothing happened. But you can march and sing. But that ain't going to change nothing. Isaiah 14. If you want to change the situation, you got to read. Isaiah 14 and 27, brother. Mm-hmm. What does it say?
For the Lord of hosts hath his purpose, and who shall disannul it?
The Lord has his what?
his purpose,
And who shall what?
disannul it.
So if the Lord said, can't nobody do nothing about it. It's going to go, it's going to happen. Ain't nothing you could do about this situation, but pray to the Lord about it, because it's too big, right? What else?
And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back?
And as long as the hand's stretched out, we going to be dealing with this, brother. We under great pressure today. I was downtown last night, the Usher concert. You can't even get downtown. I had to park in the casino. I couldn't park at the hotel. Too many people on the Lord's Sabbath day. I mean, breaking it in two and have no conscience about it. And I'm talking about us. I mean, us, we got off work yesterday, went home and got clean, ran right back downtown to the concert. And I was like, look at us. This is in every city. You see what I mean? Where you at, brother?
That was the end of verse 27.
So let's take a look at the offer God gave us. Deuteronomy 28. You got to look at the offer first to see what we had and what we turned down before you say that the Lord is unfair. Deuteronomy 28. A lot of us say, I'm not sure if this is us or not. We'll see. Deuteronomy 28, pick it up at verse 1. 28 and 1. Go ahead, brother.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I have commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
On high above what?
All nations of the earth.
All nations of the earth. Go ahead.
And all these blessings shall come on thee, and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you do what?
Hearken.
If you listen, you're going to get all these blessings. Now, this was offered to the Israelites, who are the Negroes, who are our forefathers, right? Look what the offer they got. Go ahead.
Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field.
Go ahead.
Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flock of thy sheep.
Go ahead.
Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
Go ahead.
The Lord shall cause thine enemies to rise up against thee, to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way, and flee before thee 7 ways.
Who run from the Negroes? Nobody. Oh, I call the police. They'll deal with you. They ain't running from you. Nobody running away from you, but you running away from them. Read.
The Lord shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses, and in all that thou settest thine hand unto. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
Are you in Jerusalem? So you ain't even in your land. Read.
The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, and he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandment of the Lord thy God.
What's the condition? If we what?
Keep the commandments.
You'll be my, he say, you're going to be just for me. Look, y'all for me. If y'all do what I say, right? But they ain't good enough for us. Read.
If thou keep the commandments of the Lord thy God.
And what else?
And walk in his ways.
Go ahead.
And all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord. And they shall be afraid of thee.
And they ain't nobody scared of you. And don't nobody say, those the people of the Lord. Not fighting over chicken. We love fried chicken. We'll fight over it too. I kill you for it. But you know what? We get as honest because it's in the Bible. I can show you fried cheese. Say, this is how y'all make it. I can show you that after the lesson. Right? Go ahead.
And the Lord shall make thee plenteous in good, in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy ground, in the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers to give thee.
Skip it down to 13.
And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail. And thou shalt...
I'm sorry. Go to 12 again. I'm sorry. I got to read that one.
Amen. The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow.
Who do we lend money to?
Nobody.
As a nation. Huh? Tell the truth. Who do we lend money to as a nation? I can't get $10 from y'all today. Y'all gonna say it's the Sabbath. I can't deal with no finances, brother. Right? But you ain't lending to nobody. I mean, you ain't even lending to your relatives. That's just how much you ain't got. Right? Read, brother.
And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail.
Make you the what?
The head and not the tail.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath.
If
thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command thee this day to observe and to do them.
To observe and the what?
To do them.
Okay. That was the deal, right? That was the offer. Let's see what we chose. Read, Doc.
And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day, to the right hand or to the left, to go after other gods to serve them.
That's pagan worship, okay? He say, don't do it, right? Who come out of Sunday church? All y'all supposed to be dead. I'm telling you, worshiping other gods, you're supposed to die. Who broke the Sabbath? You're a dead man. You should have been dead. The man picking up sticks didn't have nothing but 30 minutes. He was dead. Y'all sitting here been breaking it, thinking y'all getting a pass. You not. It's all delayed till later. But you gonna do this right. You got a chance to save yourself, and the Lord can be merciful if you humble yourself. But you got to understand what really went down and quit playing the victim. You understand? Read.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Go ahead.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
I don't know about Baltimore, but when I was downtown, I don't see no black vendors owning nothing. So you ain't blessed in the city, unless you call and pushing garbage cans and sweeping the street. Blessed. That's all I see, security guards and men cleaning up the street downtown. That's us, the priests. That's what we walk around doing. You understand? Read.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land.
Man, your kids, cursed gonna be your children when they come out your body. Look at our kids. Look, we don't have to talk about it. I'm just looking at your faces and your head doing it. Because y'all know the condition of our children. And we not educating them in the word. We giving them cell phones saying, go sit in the corner. Do your thing. Look, not Israel. Read.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flock of thy sheep.
Go ahead.
Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
Look, when you move in, they move out. This happening in every city. And I've driven through Baltimore, east, west, north, south, and I'm telling you, when I got in the bad areas, click. When I got in the nice areas, click, let the window down. It's just like Chicago, just like Texas, everywhere you go.
That's right.
You over here, and they over there. And if you want to live a better life, you better live with them. Because you can't live amongst your own. That's why we move out. Right? Read, brother.
And the Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke, in all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do.
Look, gonna do what? Where you at?
In the middle of 20.
Go ahead.
Until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me.
We forsake who?
Forsaken me.
Who y'all blaming for your condition? The Lord telling you, y'all did this to me, and I'm doing this to you. The curse is too perfect. Everywhere you go, they let you know who you are. Right?
That's right.
And then he says, everything you set your hand to do, you ain't going to be able to do nothing. That's why we can't get together to do nothing. If we got a good idea, we'll find something to fight over. I'm telling you, that's how it is. Right? Read, brother.
21. The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, until he hath consumed thee from
Wait a
all.
minute, brother. Where you at?
Verse 21.
Go to 25.
The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out from one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
What street we on? In Baltimore. What's the name of the street?
Richwood.
You've been removed to Richmond, all the way from Jerusalem. Didn't he just say that? You're going to be removed to all what? Kingdoms of the earth.
That's right.
Guess where you are? You're in the U.S. Your home is Jerusalem. You've been removed. You look good, but you still a captive with them clothes on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Read.
And thy carcass shall
Don't
be...
skip down to 30.
All right. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
When did that happen? Slavery. You had a wife, the master come in and had his way with her. And you better not say nothing. If you say something, I kill you. And they didn't say nothing. So you was married, another man slept with your wife. That happened in slavery, and wasn't nothing you could do. Read.
Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
That happened. You built all the houses, but you lived in the back. What else?
Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
You didn't have one glass of wine. You had Kool-Aid.
That's right.
Before they came in the packs. No, we had watermelon juice. That's what we had. Right? Mm-hmm. So, not one glass of wine. Right? That already happened. 32, what did it say, bro?
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
Look, they took your children, and there's nothing you could do. And they really did this stuff. But we sitting here now like, hey, everything is good. No, it's a lot of people died for you to sit there. You had a lot of forefathers come through and die for you to just sit here today. And you have no idea that. You just living your life. Right? But a lot played into you even sitting here today. Go ahead, brother. Where you at?
That was the end of 32.
36.
The Lord shall bring thee, and thy king which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone.
You've been removed, and you've been worshiping what on Sunday? The sun? Since you've been here. Your forefathers have been doing it. But now, the Lord said, not no more. I'm waking Israel up. Israel waking up now. Now they calling you Hebrews out of nowhere. You didn't hear that 10 years ago? People call themselves Israelites now because they waking up. White people waking up, telling you Israel, you ain't listening to that. No, I'm not. I'm African American. This is a white man telling you who you are. You still saying I'm African American. That's just how your mind is working now with this curse on you, brother. Where you at?
That was the end of verse 36.
Read.
And thou shalt become an astonishment.
And a what?
An astonishment.
They gonna look at you and be like, man, what's wrong with them people? They look at you like this. Verse 48, they come. All these programs, they look at Jerry Springer. That's my baby daddy. No, it ain't. That's my baby daddy. No, it ain't. The whole world watching this. And they looking at you like, what's wrong with these people? Read, brother.
And thou shalt become an astonishment. A proverb.
A what?
A proverb.
What's a proverb? If you want to hide something from a brother, where you got to put it?
In the book.
How y'all know that and they ain't never met y'all? Because that's a proverb all over the world. If you say it in Africa, if you want to hide something from a brother, put it in the Bible. That's what they say in Africa, because they know the whole Bible about the children of Israel. You see what I'm saying? But we don't know that, right? So that's a proverb, right?
Mm-hmm.
What
right.
else?
And a byword.
Back on the byword. Black, colored, Negro, African American. I don't know what you're going to be next. Right? Hebrew. That's what you're going to be. Right? You're going back. So, was that it?
Among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Among what?
Among all nations.
All nations. That means wherever you go, they know who you are.
That's right.
And wherever you go, we act the same. Look, I feel right at home. I ain't lying. I came to my house, my hotel and house shoes. Like, come on, please. I live here. I'm used to this. I'm telling you, Baltimore, Chicago, man. I'm so used to it, I'm come out, everything the same. Right? You say we're different if you want to. So, we didn't do this by ourselves. Now, we made the Lord angry, right? But the Lord gonna deal with some people for their involvement in our captivity. Isaiah 18, let's go. See, this was between us and our God. Isaiah 18. Isaiah 18. Pick it up at verse 1, brother.
Woe to the land shadowing with wings, which is beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, that sendeth ambassadors by the sea, even in vessels of bulrushes upon the waters, saying, Go, ye swift messengers, to a nation scattered and peeled.
Wait a minute. He called Israel a nation what?
Scattered and peeled.
And what else he called us?
To a people terrible from their beginning hereto.
Wait a minute, a people what?
Terrible.
Say it loud. Don't be, say it.
To a people terrible from their beginning hereto.
Look, you were nothing from the beginning. You was tore up from the beginning. Without nobody. Read.
A nation meted out and trodden down, whose land the rivers have spoiled.
Go ahead.
All ye inhabitants of the world and dwellers of the earth.
He talking to the whole world and dwellers on earth. What he say?
See ye, when he lifteth up an ensign on the mountains, and when he bloweth a trumpet, hear ye.
Go ahead.
For so the Lord said unto me, I will take my rest, and I will consider in my dwelling place like a cedar, like a clear heat upon herb, and like a cloud of dew in the heat of harvest.
Go ahead.
For afore the harvest, when the bud is perfect, and the sour grape is ripening in the flower, he shall both cut off the sprig with pruning hooks, and take away and cut down the branches.
Go ahead.
They shall be left together unto the fowls of the mountains, and to the beasts of the earth, and the fowls shall summer upon them, and all the beasts of the earth shall winter upon them.
The Lord said, they gonna wear you out summer and winter when you go into captivity. He said, I'm gonna cross my hands and my legs and watch them do what they do to y'all. The Lord said, I'm gonna watch them do it. He said, I'm gonna take my rest and I'm gonna watch them destroy these people. Read.
In that time shall the present be brought unto the Lord of hosts of a people scattered and peeled, and from a people terrible from their beginning hitherto.
How long were we terrible?
From the beginning.
Quit blaming people. We ain't never been right. The Lord say they was tore up from the beginning. Read.
A nation meted out and trodden underfoot, whose land the rivers have spoiled.
Go ahead.
To the place of the name of the Lord of hosts, the Mount Zion.
To where?
Mount Zion.
Which is our house. Right?
That's right.
Why is God so disappointed at Israel and his priests? Hosea 5. Why is he so mad at Israel? Hosea 5. You got to understand what you did. Don't play no victim. No, you did first. You ain't got to deal with the Gentiles yet. The Lord gonna deal with the Gentiles. What you got to do is deal with yourself. Man, a Gentile didn't. Don't worry about them. They got their own problem coming, and you gonna pray for them. Because what they got coming, what happened to us in 400 years, gonna happen to them in 3.5. Take a 400 years of struggle and put it into 3.5 years. You ain't seen nothing like this. That's what's coming. And the Gentiles need to be in here right with us, learning. Oh man, we violated. So they can fix themselves. We need to see what we did so we can fix ourselves. You ain't got to worry because the Lord going to get everybody for what they did. The Gentiles the only one who ain't got dealt with. And it's coming. And what we got to do is go get them before that time come. Man, come on in. I don't blame y'all for nothing. Because I can't. The book say we did it. Right? Read, brother, where you at?
Hosea 5:1. Hear ye this, O priests, and hearken, ye house of Israel, and give ear, O house of the king.
Who he talking to?
Israel.
He talking to us. Read.
For judgment is toward you, because ye have been a snare on Mizpah, and a net spread upon Tabor. And
Hey, bro, you all right?
I'm all right.
You all right?
I'm all right.
So he said, look, old priest, you in error. He telling y'all in error. Read, brother.
And the revolters are profound to make slaughter, though I have been a rebuker of them all.
Knowing I've been rebuking y'all, but y'all ain't listening to me at all. Read.
I know Ephraim.
I know who?
I know Ephraim.
And what else?
And Israel is not hid from me.
Man, Israel, Ephraim, he's same name, same people. He just used those names. Read, go ahead.
For now, O Ephraim, thou committest whoredom.
Y'all committers what?
Committest whoredom.
What's whoredom? We prostitutes. That's your nation, you prostitutes. That's what whores do. Go ahead, brother.
And Israel is defiled.
Israel is what?
Defiled.
Read.
They will not fame their doings to turn unto their God. For the spirit of whoredom is in the midst of them, and they have not known the Lord.
We gonna do paganism tomorrow, big time. We going to church on Sunday. We don't care what nobody say. But the Lord tell you right here, hey, we will not change. Right? 5, what it say?
And the pride of Israel doth testify to his face. Therefore shall Israel and Ephraim fall in their iniquity. Judah also shall fall with them.
And we did. Look at us today. Read.
They shall go with their flocks and with their herds to seek the Lord, but they shall not find him. He hath withdrawn himself from them.
Man, we pray all the time. Seem like the Lord ain't listening. Don't none change. Read that again.
They shall go with their flocks and with their herds to seek the Lord, but they shall not find him.
Why?
He hath withdrawn himself
Lord,
from
they
them.
ain't even talking to y'all. I'm mad at y'all. And look at us as a people. Man, we broke down as a people. Ain't nothing we could do. Read.
They have dealt treacherously against the Lord.
Against who?
Against the Lord.
Against the white man.
Against the Lord.
Against themselves.
Against the Lord.
Against God,
That's
who
right.
y'all violating. Look what he's saying. Read.
For they have begotten strange children.
Uh-huh.
Now shall a month devour them with their portions.
That should be a moth. M-O-T-H. But that's that little error right there, right? Go ahead.
That was the end of verse 7.
That was it? So look. We did this to ourselves, right? You got to quit blaming people. Skip down to verse 10.
The prince of Judah were like them that removed the bound. Therefore I will pour out my wrath upon them like water.
See, we cheaters. We not fair in our dealings. Therefore the Lord said, I'm going to do what? I'm going to remove. Therefore I will pour out my wrath upon them like what?
Like water.
And look what happened to us. Slavery wasn't no pretty picture. You got beat, you got stripped, you got raped. Everything that could have happened to you. Read.
Ephraim is oppressed and broken in judgment.
And broken in what?
In judgment.
Go ahead.
Because he willingly walked after the commandment.
Go ahead.
Therefore will I be unto Ephraim as a moth.
And I tell you a month instead of a month? You see what happened when you read? You know what's there. You see what I mean? If you ain't reading, you would know that. Read, Doc.
And to the house of Judah as rottenness.
As what?
As rottenness.
He's not playing with us. Look at our condition. You think the Lord was just bluffing? You think he was just playing? Look at our condition. The Bible is dead on with what we're going through today. Hosea 4, 1 through 7. Let me know when you get there. That's only one page. Y'all way too serious. Read, brother.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
You who?
Children of Israel.
Not the world.
Children of Israel.
He only talking to Israel. Read.